Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we resolve our cursed and pausing uploads. I've been watching back every single video I've uploaded for a while now, and I think I figured out the issue. It's gotta be something with my Firefox that was causing the problems. I do have a couple security extensions installed that might be interfering with the uploads, so I'm uploading now in Chrome, and as long as I do that, it seems to be okay. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm still, listening back to all of my videos to make sure that there are no problems once I upload them, but they all seem okay now. So I'm gonna probably, focus a little more on not doing that and just not worrying about it. If anyone notices anything weird in these uploads, like something's blipping out or there's just a pause for 45 seconds or something, let me know. I may or may not notice it on my own. So any kind of comment that points those things out will be really helpful. And yeah, so I'm pretty pleased about that. This time around, we are, doing some more fun stuff with these rare units in our rare unit series, try to see how we move along. So, just to kind of briefly remind folks about what this series is about, in case this is your first time. If it is, hi. If it isn't, welcome back. But this time we are doing the same thing as usual. We have no mods for content. The only mod that changes anything is Stoker Deck Editor, which allows us to construct runs. And I will be doing this exactly once during this series, where I'm covering the rare units. I will be replacing the first banner unit that I acquire by any means with a rare unit that I'm interested in testing and showing off for this particular run. So, regardless if it comes from a banner or from a unit draft or whatever, I guess I wouldn't replace Dante or Hef if I got them first. But if I got them first, I would probably be dead because that would be a pretty cursed run. So, if it gets to a point where I don't see any unit that I want to take, I guess I'll just add it in. But it should be fine. I don't expect that to happen. It would be really rare for me to not take a unit by ring 2, at least, right? That would be pretty tough. But who knows? We'll see. So there's that. And that's pretty much what we're doing here. I do want to briefly mention the difficult challenge seeds thing as well, because, a big part of this series, and I haven't done any uploading of this yet, but a big part of what I want to achieve here is I want people, if they run into really difficult runs that they just can't think about how to solve, I want them to submit those to me, and it could be, through Discord or in a comment on one of my videos or whatever. Please, if you have something that you think is tough, you can generate a challenge run for it. So something similar to any of these on the list. Obviously, I don't really want to cover things that have mutators because I think mutators definitely get in the way of really theory crafting a proper run through the everything. But otherwise, I think it's fine if you have like a Covenant 25 run with no weird changes or anything, and you're just struggling with it. You can submit that challenge, which is this 3-letter combined word set, to me, and I will give it a run, and I'll let you know how I approach it. So that would be pretty fun. Definitely haven't gotten any yet, but definitely want to at any point. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's an important part of what I want to achieve here. So otherwise, let's see. Let's head into the logbook and get moving on what we want to cover today. So let's see. Last time around, oh god, yeah, last time around we played this unit, Wilting Sapwood. Truly, I think it's one of the worst, if not the worst unit in game right now. It's just so bad. There's so few times when I want to take this. So the fact that I forced myself to play it just cursed my whole run up. If you watched it, it was a nightmare. There was a reset once at the Divinity because I had trash units and I was struggling through it, but we did get the win by doing some bizarro nonsense, and that puts us at 15-0. I am accepting the win on that one because I would never draft this unit normally. It's that bad. So we barely scraped by. If you want to watch that video, it's truly cursed. It had a train steward infused into a thorned hollow as my front line. That's pretty much all I need to say for you to understand just how bad it was. So yeah, it's tough. That's not what you like to see. So this time we are playing a more normal run with a unit I'd actually want to bring along. So we finish our Awoken run, which means we move on to Stygian, and we're going to be approaching one of the rare units in Stygian. Now, I'm not playing the big good here with like the Eel Gorgon or whatever. We'll save that one for later. I don't really feel like playing an infinite right now. So the one that we're tackling is Lodestone Totem. So, if you've never heard of this unit, I will read its card text. It is a 3-cost, 1-space unit. It's pretty rare for a banner unit to be 1 space. I think it's basically the eggs and the totems, and that's it. So that's pretty unique in itself. You can jam a lot of them into a floor. It has 0 attack with 1 health, and it reads Incant, apply sap 1 to enemy units. I've been forgetting to do this, but I do want to also cover the essence. The essence is +2 Ember, and it gives Incant, apply sap 1 to enemy units. So it gets its whole card text at the cost of +2 Ember. This unit is great. I really love seeing this unit. I don't see it enough, frankly. Dang it, I said that word. Alright, that's 1. We'll keep track of it. I don't see this unit enough, and I wish I could see it more because it kind of takes over your run and gets really strong. If you can imagine this, Sap 1, if you don't know what it does, it's -2 attack per stack, and most enemies don't actually hit that hard, even on the highest difficulty at the highest Covenant with 100 shards. Like, the strongest unit is what, like a 25 by 2? That only takes 13 stacks of sap to completely neuter. So the general approach that you would take here is to take Lodestone Totem and dupe it, and have 2 of them. And so you're applying 2 sap per incant to everyone. And then all you really need is if you can play 6 spells a turn, you will completely neuter a floor. And even if you don't have a great offensive plan, you can just send them up to the pyre. And if they're doing no damage, the pyre just kills them, right? So it's very good. It's deceptively strong, where I feel that players oftentimes look at this card and say, well, what the heck does this do? This can't be that good. But it really is. This unit is very straightforward and very good. And, obviously you could hit the 2 times incant relic in Founding Seal and just go completely mad with power, which is always exciting when it happens. Though obviously you can't count on it. But yeah, if you hit that, your run just gets completely out of control, and the final boss gets something like, I don't know, 200 turns before it gets to attack or something crazy. It's just really strong. The biggest challenge with this unit is its 3 Ember cost. If you can believe it, this thing used to cost 1 Ember a long time ago, and this card was busted. At 3 Ember, it's still really strong. You just have to front load your deck's energy gain to make sure you can play it. And there are some times where, since you're duping this almost always, you might draw both of them in the first turn. How do you handle the problem of drawing both of them in the first turn? Now, since you're in, Stygian, you have frozen mechanics. You can take an intrinsic preserve or something like that to completely count against it and do something about it. You could take Cheater's Hand to kick the second one back to your second draw, so you'd always get it on the second turn. Or you could, do some crazy stuff with Ember Generation. That's a lot less common, but still possible. You have a lot of options. And, Icicle Fracture as a relic does it too. You just freeze it, it's the last card in your hand, it's fine. So there are a lot of approaches you can take. You want to be thinking about that worst case, though, because do you lose if you can't drop both of them on the turns you want to, is the real question. And if you remember, if you're playing with someone like Tethys, then you can really struggle here, because Tethys is squishy. And if you're relying on this sap to keep Tethys alive, you could just lose Tethys if you can't play enough spells to keep her alive. Very bad. So you have to be kind of careful with this. You're almost always going to upgrade this thing with a bunch of HP. It's not going to become an offensive juggernaut. Typically you avoid Largestone because the goal is to jam a bunch of stuff on this floor. A really good floor would be something like 2 Lodestone Totems with, 51 HP each. Maybe like an Incant Armor 2 instead of one of those 25 HP upgrades. That would be good. Maybe like a Siren in the back, if you have it, and then a Tethys or something like that. It also works really well with Soul Guard. Soul Guard can be a really strong frontline for it. It's kind of awkward with Cold Channel, because Cold Channel obviously wants to get hit, and if you sap everything down to not getting hit, well, it's not going to really do much. You could theoretically stop at like 1, just enough sap so that the enemy does like 1 damage and then triggers the frostbite, but it's kind of awkward. Usually don't recommend it. Really strong with Titan Channel, because you just have a big slammer that can win Relentless if the enemy's not attacking and just kill everything, which is great. And Dire Channel's fine. It does backline damage. It's okay. I think the toughest one is, of course, Tethys. You get in this weird situation where Tethys is trying very hard to do something productive. Obviously, you're not going to be running the spell weakness with this, because what are you going to do with that? You're not killing the units, and it just kills itself on spikes. Chillwind is bad and is very low HP, so you have to be very careful if that's going to be your Relentless plan. If she could just die to spikes on the final turn, right? Because that thing does have 5 spikes, so that's a problem. But there's always the Conduit line. Conduit's very good. Just make your incants all free. You just take big spells, just slam everything. It's fine. You can make it work. But otherwise, Tethys still brings her own struggles to the run that you have to deal with, even if you run into a unit this strong. If you do have a Tethys that's like Conduit, you probably do want something that actually can do damage on your floor, because Tethys won't. And even if you have 300 turns in Relentless, you're probably not going to win if that's what you're doing. So yeah, there's really not much else to say about Lodestone Totem. I think it's very straightforward. It's extremely fun. I love this when this run takes over and you're just applying sap to everything. That's a very feels good kind of moment where you don't get that run very often, and it's very different from all the others kind of incant lines. It just feels different, right? You're not getting stronger, you're making them really weak, which is nice. So that's pretty cool. I think this unit is absolutely awesome. It's for a reminder, basically my tiering system is with an S tier rare unit. It's a unit that you can see at any point, pivot into it, and win the game convincingly from that point. Whereas a D tier unit is one that you should never draft, period. And if somehow it ends up in your deck, you should remove it. So, Lodestone Totem, I can't give it an S tier because I think you absolutely have to take Ember from the first boss, so Daedalus or Talos, in order to use Lodestone Totem. So if you take something other than Ember, and then you draft into Lodestone Totem in the Ring 4, I think that you cannot reasonably pivot into it at that point. It has all the same trappings of a normal incant run, where if you have dregs or Queen's Implings or just a very unit heavy build in general, you're going to struggle to incant enough to make this thing work. It still suffers from all the same problems that incant has. So that said, you're in Stygian, you have good spells, you can take 2 of these and win pretty convincingly from any point prior to that and plan your run around it. And so I have to give this an A tier. It's just such a good unit. You're just going to win a lot with it when you see it. So it's a nice kind of, oh, you see this unit in like Ring 2 and you're like, all right, well, cool. I have a line. I win. Always feels good. So yeah, we'll jump over to Clan Select and get into a run. Oh, actually, before I go into that, the essence is really hard to use on this, but it has some niche value. Basically, you're turning any one Ember unit into a Lodestone Totem, more or less, right? So it's 1 Ember, it goes to 3, and then it gets Lodestone Totem's text. This can be really cool and also really tough, right? Because you put this in like a Siren or something, right? Now it's a 2-space Lodestone Totem that's 3 Ember. Pretty tricky. And it can be a little difficult. There are some neat ways to use it. A good one is Bog Chrysalis, because it spawns 2 units. And so when you hatch it, you now have 2 Lodestone Totems for the price of 1, which is really strong, unsurprisingly. The other cool one is actually Legion of Wax. It's a little more expensive, so you usually want to have something like, I don't know, you usually want to have something like Forever Flame or Flicker's Liquor or something to make it free. But if you can play that thing at 4 Ember and then split it, you can result in like 4 Lodestone Totems for the price of 1. And it's pretty cool. It's really strong, actually. So it gets really silly if you do stuff with like Hallowed Halls, right? You can just blast it and then reform it constantly, and then constantly incant it and then blast it again, and get something like 7 of these on a floor. And it's a rare. It's like a rare into a rare, so it's a super rare kind of run. But when you see it, oh boy, does it feel good. So that's like a 1 in 1,000 run though. So but yeah, otherwise it's kind of just, you're not going to use this infusion a ton, but it's not bad. It basically, Lodestone Totem, really good unit, right? Turning another unit into Lodestone Totem, turns out that's pretty good, right? Oh boy, big surprises there. All right, let's hit the clan screen and see what we're doing today. Cool. So I could do any of these. I think it works with either one. I am probably going to run Tethys just to kind of prove to you that I think even with the really bad champion here, Lodestone Totem can kind of save the day. So I'm going to pick the worst champion here, as opposed to, like, Soul Guard. I feel like you can make a pretty convincing run with Lodestone Totem out of Dire Channel or Titan Channel pretty easily. Cold Channel's a little weird, but still doable. But Tethys is always more of a struggle because Tethys is not like winning relentless. She just kind of dies. So you've kind of got to think about that. So, all right, so we'll do Stygian default with random, rank 25. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Oh boy, hope you're all doing well today. I don't have much exciting stuff to report. So, yeah, I'm probably going to go outside tomorrow. That's exciting. That's always fun. I've been cooped up inside for so long on, pandemic and work stuff, so. All right, let's see what we get. We have default Stygian with Exile, Hellhorned. Tough. I was just talking about this being pretty difficult with Queen Zimplings, so they're basically giving me one of the hardest possible lines here. Even Dregs would be better because they're 0 cost and you can play them out. So that's tough. And we have Explosive Sigil Daedalus. We have Curse Fell, Patient Seraph, tough, and Flash Freeze, Welder Helper, and Titan's Tooth. This is a really bad start. Okay, we have a unit in our starting cards. I mean, it's Welder Helper, so that's nice, I guess. We have Queen Zimplings. We have Trained Stewards. I have like 8 cards in the deck that do something that I can incant with. So we're going to really be proving the saying that I can win with a Lodestone Totem from here. If this were actually Soul Guard, it'd be even worse because Foregone Powers are really bad incant. That's tough. That's tough. Let's see what we get. Maybe we'll just high roll and it'll be easy. Relic first. Cuddlebeard. Interesting. There's a really good argument for both of these. It's Cuddlebeard and Hell's Banners, for those of you not watching. We do see a Stygian banner. I see 2 Stygian banners, which is really good. So I could see a shark. Cuddlebeard is nuts. Alright, and I have Flash Freeze in my starter, so and Titan's Tooth. Yikes, that's really good. So Cuddlebeard is nuts here. But Hell's Banners answers the unit HP problem. I mean, not HP, Ember problem. Now, like I said before in previous episodes, I'm not going to draft picks here as if I know that I'm going to get a Lodestone Totem, because that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm going to still kind of approach this as, well, I could see anything, right? So what is on average the best? Now, Hell's Banners is still good, right? I have so many units that it lets me play out a bunch of crap. I'm going to have to remove units, but no matter what, I'm going to have units in this deck. There's basically no avoiding it. It can't remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards from this deck reasonably and still achieve everything else I'm going to want here. So, yeah. Hell's Banners is going to be good. I think it's got to be Cuddlebeard, though, because it makes us extremely strong here. With 3 starting cards that do it, and the possibility to see a Titan Sentry, we're going to take Cuddlebeard. And I'm going to feel really good about that. Oh boy. Okay, so they're really testing me here. It's Handheld Totem and Chillwind. We do not see Conduit. So, Chillwind is awful. It's so bad. I do have Cuddlebeard, fine, so this is a relentless machine, but she has 4 HP. Let me pull up the logbook and just show you this. She has, look at this, 6 HP at the max level. She just dies to anything. Now, granted, Handheld Totem is even worse. I have no spell weakness payoff, so I think I have to take Chillwind here and just make do, which is going to be tough. But, yeah. I mean, it's good. It'll get me through the early game because I can put it behind like a Trained Steward or some other unit and do fine. But yeah, it's going to be a struggle. I think I take the money. At worst, it upgrades a cleric. I mean, not a cleric, a clergyman. So that's good. And it lets me do fun stuff at this unit shop and Stygian banner. So we take the money. I don't have to be too afraid because I have a really good relic here. I can basically just Frost Freeze, Flash Freeze, I mean, on the boss, and we win. Mark of Invasion, huh? What what draw kills me? Is there a single draw that kills me here? So it's always, Tethys, 2 deadweights. What are the other things that could kill me? I mean, even Tethys and 2 spells is death here, right? Tethys and 2 spells kills me. Yeah, right? I would have to have Tethys and 3 spells or 3 units. So if I see double deadweights on turn 1, I lose. I mean, I might not lose, but it should be okay. What's the likelihood I roll both death weights? I mean, it's not far off, huh? Both dead weights, pretty low. It's like 1 in 22 and then 1 in 21. It could happen, but pretty low. And this money gets me really far ahead. All right, we're gonna gamble on this. This is a statistical thing. Don't show me both dead weights. Yo, you showed me one, and I was really scared, but it's fine. Cool. We play the Queen's Impling first because it's gonna die at this. We kill one here, and then that's a fine trade. I need to answer 4 enemies next turn. Titan's Tooth gets there. They're doing 18. So Train Steward tanks 3 of them. So I would need 1. I'm going to flash freeze this bottom dude because this lets me ignore this wave. And that's fine. I should draw something here. Yeah, I always draw something. Now, what's the plan here, though? I could flash freeze. So obviously the Titan's Tooth clears this floor. Very strong. I would love to play it on the bottom. I think we always play Train Steward, Welder Helper, and I leak 3 damage here, and we're okay with that? Yes. Yeah, now the question is, do I put the Welder Helper in front? 21. Yeah, I think I do. Cool, yeah, and then I take the money. This is fine. I take 1 damage from this, actually, which is okay with me. Alright, I have a free turn here. Let's see, what am I drawing into? Nothing. So I'm definitely leaking this 10. I basically traded 10 for the collector. Is that ever worth it? No, definitely not. Definitely not, but fine. That's unfortunate. I could... Actually, no, Train Steward in the back does this perfectly. As the Frostbite gets it. Oh, dang, that sucks. I didn't do the math, but unfortunate. We take 10. This is something I could have worked around if I had just given up the ghost on the other thing. Okay, so we take another 11 because I never drew a flash freeze. That sucks. Alright, well, not a good trade then. Not a good trade. I should not have taken that collector, is what I've learned from that. We're going to take Ice Tornado. I need spells that do something good. I really wanted to see like an Offering Monument here, but it's just Ice Tornado. I need more things that hit the back and can do some other stuff. And this thing with Frozen is good. We'll take it. I wanted to discard there. I don't want another Imp. I'm going to take Fortify here. This is a good thing because I might see some kind of a Siren, and this is a really good incant card, so I want it. That was not a good trade. I need you to understand that. I should not have taken that 11. I should have given up the Collector. That was very greedy of me. I would be at 28 here and feeling significantly better, but now I have 10 less life. We go right, of course. I want the unit draft and the shop quick, 25 and 10. Gross. Oh, weird. Cold Kalia and Guardian of the Unnamed. I think I just take the shark. Oh, hold up. This is, of course, I was about to play a normal run. This is Lodestone Totem. All right, yeah, we take one of these. I almost forgot. We take one of these, we pop up Stoker. I remove what I just got. And I dump in Lodestone Totem. Where are you? There you are, Lodestone Totem. Hey look, I drafted a Lodestone Totem. Wow, cool. Okay, so with that knowledge, I'm going to take a plus 25 and a Lodestone Totem here. For sure. I re-roll this. What could they show me that I care about? Really, it's just another Incant Armor 2 or something? So this re-roll is not really that great. Intrinsic Spell Chain, huh? Yeah, none of that's really great, huh? Nope, none of that's really great. Okay, well, that's trash. Alright, the only thing I want is the Incant Armor 2, but I don't really see a... Is it worth this 60 gold to get some HP? Like multi-strike or large is really not great here. Large is fine, I suppose. Make them big. I don't mind that too much. It does mean I have to take space in order to dupe them and play middle though, which is not great. I think I'll just chill. 25 HP is enough for now. So we will chill and move on. Yeah, 10 shards is fine. Okay, that was not great of me to take that 10. I'm still a little miffed about that. I cannot take spikes here. Holy crap. Yeah, she just dies in 2 hits. In 2 hits. Yep. I have enough money. We're not going to turn that on. This is Tethys we're talking about. Alright, we do the same thing we always do. I didn't mention this before, but it's always really good to play Lodestone Totem on top, so the sap immediately benefits your pyre. We're going to be a lot slower here, right? I don't need to incant this, huh? I can just play the imps out. That's fine. This is going to be a pyre kill for a lot of these units, as long as I draw spells. Yeah, like, fine. We take no damage. Cool. I want to load up the floor, but not yet. I don't like if I draw one of my 3-costers, I want to be able to play it on the boss. So we're gonna do Train Steward bottom with a burden. I could have played it mid and it would have been okay, but fine. This is gonna suck. I'm just not gonna draw through my deck here. Take a bunch of damage here. I mean, we beat the boss just because of raw stats, so fine, but not great. We take a bunch of damage here, but we don't die. Them slowing me down is really bad. Like, this is awful. Truly terrible. At least I get this here. Alright, we get there. We're fine. Cool. We don't die. I take another 8 because I couldn't incant on this floor. Sadly. Give me spells I can play. Offering Token. Yes, please. That's good with Titan's Tooth, and it's an incant. Crystallis is really strong, too. I have the Tornado, though, but it's really good. Like a -1 plus 10 on this is just so strong. I love that. One of the best spells I could upgrade right now. I'm going to take the Offering Token, though. It lets me do some fun stuff. It's really good incant. And Hidden Passage? Hidden Passage is a good tech card, right? It lets me do some fun stuff like move tanks out of the way. But I don't want to... I almost never play this on Lodestone Totem's floor, so I'm just going to take another Fortify. Really good incant card. It's fine. I could take Pyre Health if I'm scared and do the dupe now. I would like to infuse something into it, maybe. Geez, when could I do that? Ring 5? Right, let's briefly look ahead. I have 15 on ring 4, so that's 25. I have an infusion somewhere, so 50. And 3 temples. Last temple on ring 7 and money at the end. Okay. I would like to infuse something useful into it. So I don't think the dupe now is correct. I don't have the Ember to do anything with it either. That does mean I don't see my first dupe until ring 6. Can I live without it? Probably. Yeah, probably. We go left. Give me a shark. No shark, but I'll take the Siren of the Sea here. It's a good unit. My floor can look pretty decent right now, and I could always put Lodestone Totem into it if I want to. And have, like, Siren of the Lodestone. I mean, I probably should just play the Lodestone Totem if I'm going to demo it, but the Siren is good. This guarantees I don't die here, which is nice. Move Consume is dead. 20 in Consume. I almost don't want to do this because I don't want my spells to go away. Yikes. If I saw a ×5 here, what would I do? Offering Token? Yeah, Offering Token. Okay, so because of that, I'm not really worried about what I do there. I definitely need to spend money, though. I'm going to put a -1 into Ice Tornado, so I can more easily play it. I am going to remove a Frozen Lance with Consume and re-roll this. Permafrost on what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Another Consume? Sure. I'll -1 into Titan's Tooth, I suppose. Making these cards more playable is good. I would rather put a +10 or a +30 or something in Ice Tornado if I need to, so we'll put it in the Titan's Tooth here. It's fine. And then no Permafrost, fine. Let's look at the Caverns. Dante. Dante? Dante? Siren of the Sea infused into Dante behind a Lodestone Totem? This is tough. I have so many units. Can I do... I can't take Dante here. No, I cannot take Dante here. I actually die on the candles, I'm pretty sure. And I have too many units. I can't take candles. No, I can't help you, Dante. This would have worked if I had not had... I might have taken it if I weren't Queen's Implings. If I had any kind of incant on my Hellhorn side. And we chill. We chill here. Do I need this money? I could take this money. I'm at this point where I don't even get upgraded crossbowmen yet. That's how tough we are. I should be able to beat this. This money is good. I see 2 steel shops. I might have to play it cool here. I'm going to take the money and accept the 20 shards, and we're going to be fine about it. That's fine. Okay, I mean, we should not die here. I have the tools. I picked up a Siren. I still would love to see a shark if they'll show it to me, but we'll see if that's possible. Here's the problem. I can't play top. Because I'll take Ember Drain, I'll draw into it, I'll die. Yep. So we play mid. We blast. I'm going to draw first, see what I get. Okay, I'll take the Titan's Tooth, I suppose. Fine. Cool. Yeah. Alright, it's Lodestone Totem up front. Now, I could put Lodestone Totem in the back, but I think I would rather guarantee this. Look at this. You know, Fortify already paying out here. Really good. Good trades. Okay, give me spells. Thank you. Play this stuff. 2 sap. Let's see. I would love to... I'd love to keep the Train Steward alive. Is there a way I can dodge Ember Drain coming up and play 2 cards? Yeah, I do. I can't dodge the Ember Drain, sadly, but I can at least dodge some of this Pyre damage here. The 5 pings this dude, and then we kill one of them. That'll do. I will do that. Okay. Well, we just take hits, I suppose, and it's fine. I'll do this at least so I can get the sap out, but it's fine. Let's see. Where am I taking 2 damage? Oh, this is excellent, right? Because I can do this and it kills it. Cool. Cool. That's fine. We now clear the whole floor. Cool. I'm not happy about taking 11 here. Having a real struggle in canting. Who's surprised? I'm going to play Ice Tornado mid. I have to. Cool. Ugh, I take another 4. Yikes. Oh, it's actually more. It's 5. I think that's the last one we take, though. Yeah, I think so. Gross. I have too many units. Oh, boy. Not good. I think we're fine, though. We don't take any more damage. We get out of here. Cool. We get there. I mean, we would have gotten there from the frostbite anyway up top, but, you know, it's fine. Here, you do this to kill it, and then we take more armor. We would have been okay up here just from raw stats and Cuddlebeard, but we at least get the kill here thanks to frostbite. Cool. All right, we took 5. We're not feeling good. Okay, Ice Empire is a really good incant. Impalate's also pretty solid. Impalate's flexible, but Impalate is also dependent on me not removing these Queen Zimplings, and I probably am. So we're going to take Ice Empire. Good spell. These are units. We see Demon Fiend, Steelworker, and Siren of the Sea. Oh boy. Steelworker's a good infusion for Lodestone Totem. Protects Tethys, which is really good. Yeah, this is fine. Steelworker's fine. Yeah, fine. It's a pretty thick setup, but it's okay. I have to take Ember here. Yeah, because I have to be able to play Lodestone Totem. So it's not a big deal. We'll go right. I don't see... I mean, the removals are high value, but I can buy a few of them. It's okay. I can buy a few of them. Show me something good. Endless. I see the Incant Armor too, which is excellent. I will put that into the Lodestone Totem. Endless is not it here. Endless Welder Helper? Hell no. What's in this relic? I see a draw relic, Winged Steel. It's never Token of a Trader or Hell Pact here. Yeah, no way. I just take Winged Steel. It's a draw relic, which is excellent. Cool. Give me Conduit. Okay, we see Conduit. That's good news. This makes things more cheap to play, which is great. I'm going to take 1 rank of Conduit. Probably only the 1, because I've already got a couple -1s and things. And I could actually be okay with some extra Frostbite here. Alright. Incant Armor 2 into Lodestone Totem for sure. I'm going to re-roll this. Quick Rage 7 plus 10. No, none of those are important. We're going to remove 2 Train Stewards. There's no way you can stop me here. These units are terrible. I need to get rid of them. What's in this banner? Horned Warrior, Steelworker. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, we do have a really awkward situation for this next ring, because I have to deal with the fact that I have 3 banner units, and Steelworker's kind of dumb here. I am going to infuse Steelworker on ring 5, which is excellent, and probably go to the Steel Shop again. There's enough stuff I could see that would be helpful for the Siren, like an Incant Armor 2, or a multi-strike, of course. Merchant of Magic's pretty tempting too, though. I don't really need -1s because I did see the Conduit. So what would I take? Just some +10s? Yeah, I mean, it would only be +10s, which is pretty low value. Yeah, we'll be okay here on this, I think. Don't be a haste combat, please. Okay, it's not haste. We need to play it cool. Yeah, we're going to play it cool. I don't need this 150 gold. As much as I would love to take this, I think it kills me, right? Yeah, it just kills me. It's tough. I think it just kills me, though. I still only have 1 totem, so yeah, we keep it off. We need to play it cool until we get the infusion and the dupe in. I'm going to have to play curses. Gross. Oh, gross. Is it mid? The compromise? It might be. I can still fit it, right? It's Lodestone Totem, Tethys, and Siren, and I'm always guaranteed to see one of them next turn. So I don't worry too much about this floor. Yeah, I think it's going to be Tethys in mid. We're going to play Steelworker and Welder Helper, I guess. We're just going to make a floor of units. I'm gonna... This offering token I can't play because I might draw into... Yeah, I might draw into an important card, so we can't do it. Yeah. Alright, it's Lodestone Totem. Bring it. Money? No. No, don't greed. I would love nothing more than to trade here, but do not. Yeah, do not. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We get the Siren in. I play the Tornado. And we die to him because I drew the Ice Empire on this turn. This is awful. My incants are so bad. Oh. Alright, let's fortify here. Yuck. Alright, what is he doing to me right now? He's 12 and 12, so 24. Puts him at 60, so he gets 2 rounds at 12. I don't die from him. I think I have to play the Titan's Tooth mid, right? Yeah, I think I have to in order to not lose. And then I play the Queen Zimpling up top. And that'll have to do. My floor is so bad right now. Woof. I don't lose here. I go low. Not great. I can stop this 5 here. Just, ugh, but my mid floor is so bad. I can clear the front, dude. Which is good. Ah, order. I don't take any damage there, but that was a real numbskull move. I think I don't take anything because of the Extinguish anyway, but... Alright, Great Titan's Tooth, thank you. We play Armor. Oh, Ice Empire, thank you. Okay, we don't take any more at least. I'll take the Incant. We're not doing so hot here. We get there! Hey, we got there! If I had thought a little harder, I might have realized that I should have put some of the fortifies on Tethys, at least one of them. But we get there. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Just truly fine. Okay, we take another 24. Oh my gosh, Ancient Synergy, get in here. I just need net spells at this point. Inferno. My deck is super expensive. I can't Inferno on Tethys' floor. That's trolling. But Inferno's really good otherwise. Is Impish Scholar ever the take? It just returns a Frozen Lance, right? I mean, that's not bad, but I don't know. It's not good. I see Inferno, click Inferno. My deck is too expensive. I can't take this card. I cannot here. I'm actually really behind right now. So I'm going to take Pyre Health, which is where I wanted to go anyway. I was thinking about the Magic Shop, but no. Pyre Health, give me something good here. I'll take a Multi-Strike. That's really solid. Into the Siren. We need to power up. I'm going to take the sacrifice on Steelworker here to speed me up. We now have Steelworker Lodestone Totem. 60 shards, yikes. I need to not take any more as much as I want to. Multi-strike, this helps a lot. I'll re-roll it for Incant Armor too. Cool, I mean, that's pretty strong. The problem is now I just need spells. If it says Incant, I need it. A rare draft, huh? What's the best one I could see? Something cheap and spell-like. Awoken is just healing. Not very good. Now, there's nothing in Awoken I really want. I have armor, so I don't care too much. Umbra? Umbra could show me, like, Blazing Bolts, which I think would be fine. Yeah. Melting Remnant does nothing, so it's Umbra here. Furnace Tap? No. Is Retch a good card because it's 0 cost? Would I pay... You know what? I'm going to pick Retch, and this is going to be the worst Retch ever, but it's going to say Incant for 0 cost, which is... You know what? I need more of it in my deck. Wow. Wow, okay. That's pretty brutal. I would love to take this plus 30, by the way, into... Jeez. Ice Empire. Where am I going next floor? Probably the removal dupe. Yeah, removal dupe. You know, if I survive this combat, I pick up very fast. I think I need to play it cool on shards. I needed to take that Steelworker now, but I need to just play it cool. Yes. Can I afford a removal? I'll go to 10 gold if I can. Yeah, I will. Okay. We're going to kick another Train Steward here. I'm going to really respect this fifth floor combat, because if I can survive this, I get the duped 15 shard Lodestone Totem, which is excellent. I get removals and money, and I'm not going to a shop here. So we just need to survive this. Yeah. This is, you know, without a doubt, the hardest... Oh my gosh, can I take multi-strike here? No. No, absolutely not. There's a lot of good relics I could hit, but this is suicide. I need to respect this combat so much. I do very low damage, and I have... This would be really good if I had a better starting secondary clan card, right? If I wasn't Queen's Impling. So we're going to respect the hell out of this combat. This is a really difficult Lodestone Totem run. Okay? I need you to understand that. This is a really bad seed in general. I think there's a line. I mean, you see, we got the good Siren. We could have had an infusion on this and then dupe it, and then you'd have a pretty good incant run. But the fact that you started with Queen's Implings is tough. You're really far behind on incants right now. I took Retch for the fact that it says 0 Ember and it is an incant. So that's tough. That is a tough run. I think we cruise here because I'm playing top floor. Cool. I'm going to just destroy the big man and be fine with it. At least it's Hidden Assault and not the... What's it called? At least it's Hidden Assault and not... What is the other one? Harvesters of Death. Harvesters of Death. Oh man, this third floor is tough, right? I have an Ancient Synergy coming up and the Titan's Tooth, so I'm going to take the Tornado in mid. Yeah, I want the money because I missed all the other money, and yeah, it'll do. I have good draws coming up. I don't see them, but it's fine. Just discard bad stuff, play bad stuff, play this bottom, send it. Ah, yes, the Titan's Tooth is excellent here. That's a very good hit. I'm glad I put a -1 on it. I can play it on a different floor. I mean, it says incant, so I'm fine with it. 17 cleaves through. I don't need this armor. I'm going to take the Queen's Impling here, hopefully draw... Ancient Synergy. Alright, we don't leak this hit. Awesome news. Great news. I need to respect the hell out of this next overcharge tank and not feed it. I can actually kill one here, but okay. We're going to skip that and be fine with it. I need to draw cards now, right? Yeah. I could probably take this Welder Helper and be okay. I probably should. This is fine. You know, it starts building up armor here, which means that it helps in Relentless. Yeah. Cool. Alright, we take Ice Empire for sure. We're going to incant up here for sure. My incanting is bad. I'm doing 23/2. I need you to realize that is bad. I'm going to do this. It's fine. Draw a card, sure. I play... Yeah, Queen Zimpling, and then Train Steward in front so he doesn't get armor from it, and that's perfectly good. Okay, I think we cruise on this dude without much issue. I'm gonna Titan's Tooth bottom here, and I guess just play imps to get rid of them. Alright, we make it through this. We're making it through. Alright, I mean, you know what? Retch is actually doing great. Yeah, Retch is doing great, guys. I'm just gonna tell you, I should play Ice Tornado because I'm going to be playing Ancient Synergy next turn. I'll take the Incant, sure. 37 by 2, not very convincing. That's a good turn, though. Once you play out your units, this looks pretty darn good, right? Like, yeah, that was a really good turn. He doesn't even attack because it's Self-Made Harpy. So what does this tell me? This tells me that I probably could have gotten away with the Relic, but all it took was one bad Harvester infusion and I would have lost there, so... yeah. Ice Storm? I'm going to a temple. I could put a +10 in piercing in this. I mean, it's one of these 3 cards, for sure. Urchin's Mines is really good. I do have, what, 1, 2, 3 good nukes? Yeah, 3 good nukes. I'm going to take Ice Storm, because I can take some good upgrades into it, and it just does fine. Yeah, it just does fine. I need spells that do damage. Sure. Oh, it's not one of these, right? Inferno, Last Stand, or Impressive. They're unplayable spells. Thanks, Hellhorned. Very cool. We go right here. I take removals. I'm gonna look in this temple first. A -2 and an intrinsic, huh? What do the -2 is a bit of a bait. Intrinsic is what? Intrinsic doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, Intrinsic's not great here. So I take a dupe on... I'm going to remove cards first. Get rid of this Train Steward, get rid of a Queen Zimpling. They have to go... We're down to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 random imps. It's looking better. I would love to remove all 6 of those imps, though. That's for sure. Maybe I go right next floor and pray for Incant doubling, and I dupe Lodestone Totem here. This is the critical pick. Yeah, this is the turn to do it right before I get absolutely sent by Fel. Yeah, we do this. Cool. I do have to play top floor, so curses are going to be a problem. Bottom floor is suicide. I never saw a shark. I don't have good backline, huh? Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. This is the worst Fel for me, too. I would have loved one of the other ones. Spell Shield or even Rage would have been fine. I don't take these upgrades. So that means I have to take a 15 here, and then the wounds at the end, or a 15 and then 10. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go in at 75 here. Not feeling great about this. Like, I have to do something about these curses, right? I just have to. I get farmed out so hard, don't I? Ugh. I think I lose to curses, actually. This next turn is just going to kill me. I have to play this Lodestone Totem. Do I? I think I do. Ugh, curses. If I lose this, I might play bottom, but I don't think there's a world I don't just get destroyed here. And then it's just take another 8. I'm going to be redrawing into these, and they're just going to kill me. I super lose to this, don't I? Okay, we're going to just play 3 curses up top and be fine with it. Yikes. Take another 5, I think. Actually discarding the penance here. I need to play out this imp. Yeah, with enough sap here, I think we're okay. 2 rounds up top. Right? He goes to 12, so 2 rounds. Does he die up top in 2 rounds? With 12 frostbite? Let's watch this. I may if I lose to the fact that I get blasted by curses here, I will replay the combat and try bottom. But this might just be the end of our run. This could just be it. Yikes. I don't know if there was even a line to do this any better. Yeah, so first swing. I think we actually get through that without... Okay, we don't die. Ugh, once I redraw, we're screwed. Play this. Alright, we're gonna do Ice and Fire first. Play these, play this. We clear that floor, fine. I am gonna start redrawing, and I have... Oh my god, just death waiting for me. Okay, well... Oh, Curse fell, why do you exist? Okay, we're playing the curses. We're gonna play... Flash Freeze. We draw a curse, that sucks. Do I have to take this curse, is the question. Do I have to take this curse? I don't want to. This tornado does a lot of work. I think I have to, because this guy kills me in the back here, right? 4 sap's not enough to stop him forever. He goes up at 3, which means he does 6 damage to me. Yeah, I'm gonna save more by playing this. Yeah, it'll have to do. We're not dead, I don't think. Yeah, cool. Just survive. All I can say at this point. Six sap is enough to stop them. Okay. Alright, I just need to be able to incant enough to not lose, is the trick. I'm going to discard this because I have enough armor that I don't think I care. I think I get through this. Yeah, I think we get through this. Yeah, we win, just based on pure stats. Yeah. I mean, alright, we didn't die. That was the hardest combat for sure. It slowed us down so much. And we still got the 50 damage. This is enough to kill Divinity with enough sap. I'll take another Ancient Synergy. I'm going to go to Conduit 2 here, I'm pretty confident. Because I have enough spells that are 2 cost now. I'm going to take an extra Ancient Synergy here. Yeah, sure. I just need good spells. Draw, please. Draw, please, yeah. I need to think about the... If Tethys dies on turn 1, how scared am I? Not terribly. Not terribly, right? Like, it's not good. I'm gonna go right. I need the removals more than anything. Plus 30 into Ice Storm, probably. Remove Imp. Goodbye, more Imp. Which Imp is worse? Welder Helper is annoying, but means... I mean, I actually think I remove a Welder Helper here. This is, like, just bad. Yeah, it's fine. Show me double incant. You're not showing me double incant. I'm going to re-roll for double incant. Yeah. Summon abilities are twice? Well, I'm removing all my imps, so it's not that. Never these. Although... Hold up. Tethys has 6 HP. Scorch Steel? I'm clicking it. That answers the question of how does Tethys survive turn 1, which is probably the scariest thing. So Conduit 2, please. Yeah. She goes to 8 HP. Yeah, that's actually good, right? Both of these are more valuable than the money, I think. I'll take plus 30 and into anything. 30 into Ice Storm, probably. Just make more good spells. Caverns, show me what. For the greater good? Is this good? It could do some weird stuff, right? It is an incant. I could put Sapstone into Sap Totem. Yeah, I'm doing that. Sapstone into Sap Totem. Like, again, the bigger thing is, if I have enough sap, I'm gonna have enough armor to keep my floor. My floor's gonna win, based on attrition. So this just means that there is a world where I draw this totem first, and it just saves Tethys for sure. So 1 in 3, which I'm totally cool with. Yeah. Cool. It's just starting sap. That's good. That's really good. We just took a lot of protections against Tethys dying here, which is excellent. I'm going to take the piercing into Ice Empire, probably. This means it kills any of the frontline tanks that I see. Could be Ancient Synergy, but I think it's always Ice Empire. It's a good 50 damage scaling. Piercing is great. Yeah, fine. And then I also take this plus 30 magic power into Ice Storm to make it into a Juggernaut. Cool. And we go up at exactly 100, so that Divinity has 9. Assuming we even get there, we should be able to sap the hell out of Patient here. I'm not terribly worried about him. If I can get 2 more removals on the next floor, where do they go? I might just go left here for the Pyre HP and the removals, because I just don't... If I never play these imps, we're way better off. Cool. You see I'm spending all my money again? There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. If I spend all my money, it means I'm doing everything I can to avoid death, which is important on a Tethys run. I just spent 225 gold on Scorch Steel, so, you know. Does this armor do anything? It's annoying at worst. This is not a combat where I really care about it, because the enemies do very low damage, so the sap is just going to nullify them for eternity. Yeah, we take this money. This is actually a really good trial for me. Our Pyre can do some work. The only thing I have to worry about is like spikes dudes a little bit, but whatever. Ember Drain, oh no. Fine, I'm going to play the imps out because the 6 makes them die. The incant or 26? I mean, this thing has 20 regen. I'm just going to take the incant here. It's good. Well, we're just going to play one of them, I guess, and then, yeah, curse my run, apparently. It's fine. Sad. I'll just incant, I guess. It's fine. The problem with this Flash Freeze, I can't play it anywhere. I just kill my own unit, so... Sorry, no 100 gold today. Alright, I mean, we're fine. We're cruising here. Thanks, Retch. Extremely cool. I will Ancient Synergy mid, I think. Or Flash Freeze this back dude. I think I'm gonna Flash Freeze this back dude. Yeah. I'll take both of these Ancient Synergies up top for incant power. I'm concerned about that back guy going up and slaughtering me. Ah. Ice Tornado, don't fail me now. Cool. Cool. Just take armor, I guess. We will pop the furthest back dude. I'm going to take some hits from this Steel Wings, right? Spikes 3. Nothing I can really do here, right? I'm just going to plug some Frostbite into him and do my best. I mean, I am going to... This Impling kills itself? Yeah, because the 4, and then it also attacks in the spikes. Neat. I need to respect... Do I? I have all these spells coming up? No, I don't. I can put the Frostbite here, and I can just kill this imp. Cool. I do take some hits here, unfortunately. but I don't die from it. 2 hits. 6 and 8, so 14. I think I need to do that because the Steel Wing threatens a lot more. Yeah, this is a good one. It's a really good draw on Mice and Pyre too, so we're okay with that. Let's see, what could I do? I'm not going to play the Tornado because it's going to be very valuable in the next turn. I'm going to pierce this dude out. I'm going to Ancient Synergy him. I mean, when you get to this point, you feel pretty good, right? Just sap everything into Oblivion. You have no spell. You have no units left. So, Ice Storm first. Excellent. I mean, yeah, this looks convincing, right? I need a Frostbite. The Pyre Wing here? Yeah. This is very convincing at this point. Hold on to Ice Tornado for a better turn. Yeah, like once you get through the deck the first time, this feels really good, right? Yeah, like, this is great. Like, really good, right? That's enough sap that I'm not worried about this back dude at all, so. And we killed the one with spikes, so cool. His regen makes some weird stuff happen, so we're just gonna blast this fellow. We're just gonna play some stuff up top. Ancient Synergy, yeah, I can do that into the boss, sure. It's an extra 100. Hold on to Ice Tornado for the turn it matters. Now we clean house on this dude. Yeah, he doesn't get through my wall of armor. Like, we're even sapping this dude down to a really convincing point. Yeah, this is very, very strong for Relentless. I took some hits, but I'm okay with it. We generated enough Frostbite that I'm not worried about it. We do get through the combat. I mean, Frenzied Swarm does something. I don't... Again, it's just another card I could draw on turn 1 that would be strong. I think I take the Urchin Spines here, though, because I have enough spell damage, and it's going to do work. Hey, our Alloy of the Ancients. It's a great card. It's an incant on Tethys. It's excellent. I take it. I go left. I want Pyre HP and the removals. Yeah. Yeah, it'll have to do. Pyre HP. Show me a really good relic here, please. These are not good. These are not really good relics. Tethys Scales is not bad. I'm gonna re-roll that though. Multi-strike for my imp. Yeah, no. We're gonna remove Queen Zempling and the other Welder Helper. Goodbye, Welder Helper. That'll do. That gets down to 2 Queen Zemplings. I'm gonna re-roll this. Totem Fragment is it. That is run saving. Yeah, that is run saving. What do I do with this imp? I can't remove the imp. Oh well. 155 gold, I guess that's it. I'm not taking another 10 here. Not worth the bonus damage on the Divinity. Yeah, we're fine. Thank you, Totem Fragment. That's like the one I really wanted here. That means I definitely am going to be killing some dudes. I think we get there. We had a struggle of a run, and we've traded a ton of Pyre HP along the way. I almost lost a Curse Fell, but I think we get there. I would really like it if Patient were not on top floor here. Just do this one for me. Do this one for me, please. Hey, thank you. Hey, we like that. I'll put the armor on Alloy here. Excelente. Just play cards. Well, that's enough armor. I'm not worried. Sadly, I missed the Siren here. I need to take the Steelworker, though. There's no way around it. This is every single incant here trades positively, so we take it. Because the sap is a trade up on his incant. So. Yep. Just need to keep our boys alive, and we do just fine. I could tank this. This Urchin Spines is going on the bottom. And you may ask why, and the answer is simply because I'm more worried about this Gilded Wing than any of these other dudes. This is a perfect floor for melee weakness clearing, right? Because one more sap and we still are positive on this. Yeah, cool. I'm going to just play the imp out. I don't want to ever see it again. Is this worth trading 3 Pyre HP for the melee weakness, though? It's actually 5. Oh, I need to... I might need this. What am I drawing into? I have Ancients. I have so many good cards coming up. No, I should play this and accept the melee weakness next turn. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be okay. It looks really bad, is what I'm going to tell you. But I'm totally cool with it. Do this. We trade up on this every time. Every spell is a trade up. I want to stop incanting. Is that true? I would like him to hit me for 2 damage here. I think so. I would like him to hit me for 2 damage to clear the melee weakness. Yes. So I don't play this Ice and Fire. Neat. Thanks, thanks, bud. I guess that's fine. Siren, get in here. We got some catching up to do. Thank you, Totem Fragment. Extremely cool. Goodbye, Queen Zimbling. Yeah, goodbye this. And then I'll Frostbite the back heavy, because this is actually the best Seraph we could have seen, because I'm very scared of double heavies. I think we stabilize to a point where we'll definitely clear them with enough sap, because my deck is all spells now, and I have 7 draw, which is good. That's pretty nice. My Relentless is going to kind of suck, but it's kind of okay, actually. Get him, Ice Storm. Cool. I'm fine with this. This is cool. Whatever. Just send the cards. We're cool. We have enough power here that we'll get through it. This 10, I don't have to worry about this dude, so I just put the Frostbite into Seraph here. Yeah, I think this is fine. 12 sap, he's doing 10. That's 24. Yeah, he's dead. 12, 24. Yeah, he's dead too. I may as well put this out. Well, I'm more worried about the Gilded Wings that are upgraded, I guess, so we'll hold off. Yeah, this is a fine amount because they die to that. Yeah, we blast here. This guy's just dead. We just incant on... I'm going to play the Flash Freeze on Seraph. Yes. Every Frostbite on him does a ton of work, so... I could let him clear this melee weakness. Nah. I mean, you think about it, what's going to happen is I'm going to clear the melee weakness on Seraph when he's doing like 1 damage, so... Truly, it's whatever. I'm going to hold on to this Ice Tornado until I need it. It's fine. It's just an incant whenever, pretty much. And at this point, I just have such a good line to victory. Flash Freeze, Seraph. I'm going to draw first. Okay. Get rid of the Frozen Lance. I want to put this Flash Freeze into Seraph again. I mean, with 96, I'm pretty confident, so... This next floor is the only one I might be scared of. I'm not scared of it, no. Just blow them up, it's fine. I could let the melee weakness clear here, but again, it does not matter. It just doesn't matter. I'd rather play out this stuff. I'm just going to play the Ice Tornado next turn, I guess. It's fine. Could play it now. I may as well get the incant out of it. It's a free incant on the turn I want it. I think we win just right now. We do. I'm just going to disrespect him, though. Yeah. I think I can get him down to doing nothing to me. Yeah, he never swings. We win. Very clean. He now never swings, which is just awesome. With the Frostbite, it helps a lot on Seraph. The Divinity's going to be harder, but he's going to have more sap because he never leaves our floor. So, we should be cool. We should cruise, as long as I don't get cursed on draw orders. Like, the draw order that kills me is all 3 of my banner units on turn 1. Yeah, just spread them out, please. I have a big enough deck. Just spread them out. I would really appreciate it, game. Just spread them out. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's great news, right? Cool. Yeah, it's just gravy. Cool. Yeah, it's just excellent. I'll hold on to Ice Tornado here. Sweet. Oh, beautiful. I only see one of them. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, lady. Extremely cool. Play the Ice Empire. See, this was what I was a little afraid of, seeing that Steelworker here. This is enough for this first draw through, I think. Yeah, it's not great. I should Ice Tornado them. Not yet. I'll just play them later. It's enough. I need to not die. That's it. That's it. I just need to not die. I'm going to alloy Tethys for Relentless. This is a really good Titan's Tooth here, because I don't want to leak this Will Wings. And it clears, like, all of that goods. Yeah, excellent. This is fine. Just sap them out. Send this Queen's Impling. Good. I'm going to kill the Spikes dude, because that's probably the scariest one. And I'm going to also put the Urchin Spines on this floor so that it's dealt with. 4, huh? I should play the Ice Tornado here. Yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Now this floor, a little spooky. I just need to play spells, huh? The real problem is Ancient Synergy clears up the front guy, which is great news. I'm gonna put the Flash Freeze on this guy. I take a big chunk here, don't I? Because of this Light Wings and not seeing the second dude. What am I taking here? This is... He goes up at 15 by 2, so 30. I'm taking 35. Yikes. I'm going to slow it down because I will reset once here if I need to. I think we cruise at this point, and I don't think we die. Yep, there's the 15. Cool, there's the other 5. Alright, yeah, we don't die here. I would like to not have to reset these runs, but... Alright, the second Lodestone Totem, this is also the one with the Summon Apply Sap, which is just like the best thing I could have seen here. I Frozen Lance first to improve odds on the other ones. Well, sap is how much? 26? He has minus 24. So he takes, what is it? That's 13. He's going to go up at 12, though. So he's going to have 12. So that's what? 6 rounds? Does he die in 6 rounds? Yes, he does. 6 rounds is 240. He has 225. Cool. So I can save the Frost Tornado for the scarier enemy. Yeah. Cool. Math is good. I like that. Show me some good stuff. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna just blow this man up, I think. So yeah, this is the right way. We want to kill this guy with Ice Empire first. We then want to Ancient Synergy him for like 300. I'm going to Titan's Tooth middle because I'm scared. Right. We need to play cards up top so I don't lose. First order of business. Don't lose the game. 10 sap, 15. I think he's dead now. I really need to answer that, huh? This floor is horrifying. Probably the biggest threat. If I survive this wave, I'm good. I need to if I Titan's Tooth middle, I guaranteed not to die to these Shade Wings. That's worth it. Do the math on him. Is he dead? He has 20 Frostbite. He's going to walk up with another... He's going to have 32 Frostbite here. Okay. I need to run the math on this guy, because if he doesn't kill me, I'm going to save the Ice Tornado, but if he does, I'm going to play it. So he has, what, 296 minus 172 here? So he has 124 with 32 Frostbite. So he goes up. He has 10 sap, which is minus 20. So that means 2 rounds. He gets 2 rounds up top. 2 rounds up top. I mean, that's 80 from the pyre plus 60 from... Yeah, I don't need to do anything here. He's dead. Cool. Alright, excellent. We need to incant up top to not die. Okay. 8 sap's not enough. Yeah? Yeah, 8 sap is never enough here. What's my worst draw coming up? I should see something. I'm gonna recycle a bunch of cards. I'm gonna redraw here. So I think I need to play this to kill one outright. Yeah, for sure. I'm basically deciding how much I need to respect this mid wave, and I think the answer is just enough to... The answer is just enough to... 14, yeah, we're fine on this guy. It's just enough to save the Ice Tornado for it, I think. The extra incant on this turn might be good. The Frozen is actually really nice, just so that I have a free incant in addition to my 7 draw. We're cool here. I think I could have actually let these guys go up and done the Frostbite on this floor, which is really funny to think about. But, you know, there was no way I'd know I would draw enough, so... Alright, stabilize me, please. It's a very good... Ice Tornado first. No. We do Fortify first. I'm going to Frozen Lance. This kills the front dude, which means I should get through the Pyre Wing, right? I'm going to Titan's Tooth here because it kills the Conduit, which is the only thing scary about this floor. The real question is this Clipped Guardian. Is this thing a problem? This is what? This dies in 4 turns? 10 sap is 20 damage reduction. It's gonna... No, 4 turns is perfect, right? 4 turns is perfect for him. Okay. Which means I really should put the Flash Freeze into this dude. This dude being High Priest. He's the only thing that could reasonably kill me here if I let him go up. I mean, he has really low attack, so if I can get a good scaling turn on him, I mean, I should blast him with my upcoming draws. Let's run the math on this. First, the spikes go away, right? Yeah, spikes go away. I had the Frostbite. Excellent. Backline's dead. Cool. So spikes are not going to kill me. Next thing, this guy, super dead. 10 minus 20, he goes up and dies in 1 turn. He also has Tethys' Frostbite, so we're fine. Cool. This dude in the middle. He has 7 attack, 10 sap is minus 20. Takes like... That's what? Like... He needs to recover 14, so he needs to take 7 rounds in order to swing. Yeah, he's dead. 7 rounds, he's dead. That's 280? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Next guy, Clipped Guardian. This dude's doing... This is the scariest one on this floor. He's gonna go up with 12 attack. Okay? That means 4 turns for him to get back on feet. That's 160. Because of the 12 Frostbite, we're chilling. So we can just send this, and we're cool. Sweet. Math is good. It's always a little strange. I wish like this showed a preview up here, so I would know like if they ascend how much they're doing to the pyre. That would be really good. Maybe I could like make a mod for that. I don't know. I mean, we annihilate this dude. We have the piercing Ice and Pyre, which just clobbers the floor. So now I just need to respect the bottom floor a little bit, I think. Yeah, if I can respect the bottom floor, I think we're cozy. I mean, I should still incant up here, though, right? I'll play the Retch, I guess. I'm going to play that Frozen Lance up here, probably. Yeah, I mean, these numbers, these spells aren't going to look strong without the Totem Fragment. Honestly, Totem Fragment was game-winning hit. Like, there were a couple good ones, but this was, like, a savior of my run, for sure. Flash Freeze does what? It, like... I'm going to throw the Ice Storm down here. Yeah, I'm going to throw the Ice Storm because it lets me do this. Actually, I can just throw the Ice Tornado now. Hey, I killed something. I'm cool with that. Anything I kind of eradicate here is good. Obviously, I could have done that on the bottom and dealt with no curses or something, but, like, it's cool. The Divinity has 63 sap. I'm not super worried about it. Let me just do this. It's fine. 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 I think we're going to see the X here without much issue. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so in that case, just play the curses. Like, this was... I had no doubts in my mind about this one. Cool. I mean, like, yeah, there's some spikes happening, but, like, we get there. This is Lodestone Totem. Thank you for your services. We win another game. It was close. I almost had to reset. I was really concerned. And I would have done a single reset here because there was that one turn where, what is it? I, like, drew off of Winged Steel into my second Lodestone Totem, and that was an unnecessary risk. I had a 1 in 12 of having that happen. I could have just not played another card and been okay, right? I didn't need to get that incant out. So that was a little greedy of me. And if that little bit of greed had killed me, and it almost did, right? Like, it almost did, because I didn't play him on the first turn through. So if that had happened, I would have reset this and then just been smarter about that and a little more respectful. But I feel like I felt pretty confident we would get there, and the odds were in my favor. And, I'll mention this more in the run summary, but one thing that's really important here is you need to take risks in this game sometimes. And some of those risks are going to pay off, and some of those risks are going to kill you. And it's identifying the important ones. Like, taking that incant draw risk was good for the turns coming up because it meant I was getting more sap onto the Divinity and onto that floor that I was dealing with. Whereas, more importantly on the Divinity, right? Because you need to have enough sap here to just win the floor. So now the value versus the opportunity cost, it's a little bit spooky, but yeah, it was a risk. It was calculated. I didn't think it would kill me. It didn't kill me. It could have, though, right? You know what? The one chill wind here actually does seem to matter for this kind of a relentless plan, so thanks, Tethys, you did something. Also, thanks, Scorched Steel. You saved me a little bit. It wasn't necessary, but it was comfort. Alright, good to get the win without a reset. Glad to see it. Back on track here, playing the good rares, even in the worst setup. Let's hit the run summary. I have definitely some things I can tell you about this one. Cool. So, first things first, I think this is, like I was describing when I was telling you about Lodestone Totem up front, this run combo is one of the worst setups for 1 incant and 2 Lodestone Totem in general. You have a lot of things in Hellhorn that are expensive. You saw there was like a draft where it was like Inferno with Last Stand and Impressive. Just 3 unplayable spells here. And yeah, pretty tough. So, and I started with Tethys. So you have Tethys with like a very bad incant line, and you're struggling. You are struggling. This was an uphill battle, and I'm actually really glad, right? Because I picked Tethys to show that Lodestone Totem can prop up a Tethys run pretty strong. Like, it does a great job of pushing Tethys into a great position. And, we took the Chill Wind at the beginning because we didn't see Conduit, and it was fine. It helped a lot in the early game. It was probably objectively correct with Cuddlebeard. There were a couple mistakes on this run that I will point out. There's two of them. Two glaring mistakes that put me on the back burner in a couple places, and they're tough. We'll cover them last. There were a couple things that really mattered here. The Lodestone Totem did a lot of work. This card carried really hard. The sap is incredible. The turn that I got the sap totem, which is very funny, that saved me because I needed the extra infusion of sap while playing those 3 ember worth of cards. So really good. That was a really good take. Just really glad I saw that on the turn I did. Otherwise, it was just burning all of my units out as quickly as possible so that this would be a reasonable incant line. And I took enough spells to have a density of answers to problems. And additionally, I took those spells because I wanted to have a thicker deck. And that's an important nuance to this unit that might go underappreciated by most folks. You think you may want to reduce your deck down to a very small size, but what that really does is it means you're more likely to draw them on the same turn. And if that happens, you're feeling bad. You're not good about it. Like you saw in the Divinity, the turn I drew an unplayable Lodestone Totem was tough. That is not what you want to see. So it's tough, right? You have to be able to hedge against that challenge. And I almost lost due to it. I took 35 from that Light Wings because I could not sap it down enough. And that is a very bad thing. That was the scariest unit on that wave. So yeah, like that was definitely a struggle. So I took a thick enough deck with enough answers. Think about how many spells I have that kill things, right? I have like 2 unupgraded ancient synergies. Totally fine with Conduit 2. Like this is a great thing to have. It was doing 38. That's enough, right? Like 38, that's like, what is it? It might have been 34 actually. That's over 100. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's over 100 by 2. It's 102 damage. That's good. That's a great spell to be playing for 1 energy. Love it. There's these 2 kill spells. You have the Ice Storm, the Ice Empire, with both of them with upgrades that are really good. You have, those are kind of the big ones. Titan's Tooth did huge work here. Honestly, Cuddlebeard was a great starting relic for me here. I was really glad to see it. It's very strong. With this start in particular, the double flash freeze, the Titan's Tooth, and the Chillwind forced start. So it was pretty good. But yeah. Spell weakness on Totem Fragment saved the day, I think. Well, yes, it did. It kind of did. It didn't matter on Seraph. It helped on the Divinity. I don't think it was necessary. There was never a turn where I felt like I had to do that, but the first 3 turns are the worst, right? Because you have to play the Lodestone Totems, and that Harvest Wave was spooky. I think the Harvest Wave could have threatened a lot of damage without the spell weakness. And that was a gamble that I took. I was talking about risks a little bit ago. The first risk is I skipped Tethys' Scales in favor of Totem Fragment. I was not sure I would see a better relic. I could have just taken Tethys' Scales for the RNG 1 spell weakness, which would have been good, depending on the hits. So sure, that would have been fine. But there were enough better hits that I decided to roll it. This could have been other things too. Like this could have been double incant. This could have been, obviously Totem Fragment. There were a couple other options that I would have loved to have seen here that I would have bought. I'm just going to go through and talk about them real quick. Where is it? Cheater's Hand I would have taken. Yeah. Cheater's Hand would have let me do some fun stuff by saving the turns where I'm drawing into my dude. Right? I would have drawn the Totem Fragment, the Sap Totem on that turn, and then kicked it back, and then I would have known not to play into Wing Steel that turn, right? So that would have been really strong. It could have been double incant, right? That would have been really strong. There were a couple other, there could have been Totem Fragment, obviously, was a really good hit there. Icicle Fracture would have been really good, actually. Yeah, that would have been really good, actually. There were a couple others I would have taken, like a Vapor Funnel there would have been really strong because I'm putting sap on the floor, so a free... Vapor Funnel, no, but like Boon of the Blacksmith I could have purchased at some point would have been nice. Anything that gives me damage or lets me kill them faster would have been nice. What else could I have done? I'm trying, Forever Flame would have been a high roll. High roll as hell. That would have been really, really good. There were enough. Hell's Banners would have done it too, right? It would have prevented me from having awkward turns. I could play like Siren plus Lodestone Totem and then also still have Ember for spells. There were a lot of really good relics, right? Just a lot of good hits that I could have taken, and it would have been great. Would have been great. So I think there were enough hits that it was worth it, but I saw this one, and that's fine. It answered the thing I needed in a way that was good for me, so I took it. I could have maybe avoided the Scorched Steel. This just guaranteed I never died to Divinity on Tethys, right? Because Tethys did matter. She had 8 HP. She would have died in one turn. And the worst turn possible would have been like Tethys, this Lodestone Totem in particular, or a Siren. Siren would have been the worst. Like Tethys with a Siren turn 1, no sap. Tough. I would have to draw into this Lodestone Totem and then save it. So the Scorched Steel was a hedge bet. It was an answer to the worst possible draw orders. Right? So that was fine. I was totally cool with that. And yeah, those are the important kind of picks here to solve the problems that this run had with, the really bad start. But let me talk about the 2 mistakes I made. The first mistake, I'll talk about it first because it's the most recent. I should not have played into Winged Steel on the turn where I drew that Sap Totem. That was a potentially throwing mistake. It was a hedged bet as well because there were actually 13 cards in my deck and I drew the last one, so it showed 12. So I had a 1 in 13 to get screwed there. And with only a 1 in 13, that's pretty good odds. But I hit it. And, I talk a lot about worst cases. You need to plan around your worst case. Basically, I made that decision saying, I don't think it'll kill me if I make this and roll low. That was my call. So I obviously didn't die with that mistake, so it was fine. But that was a calculated risk, and it backfired pretty hard on me. So, okay. Fair enough. Maybe I didn't need that 1 extra sap on the Divinity. Cool. You know what? Going back in time, sure, probably don't need to do that. That's one mistake. The other mistake, ring 1. It's hard to predict what 75 gold does for your run, or 50 gold does for your run over the course of an entire run. When you see your money is important, early money is valuable, but I took 10 damage to the pyre because I opted to, what was it? I opted to clear a collector instead of clearing the 2 crossbowmen on the bottom floor. And that cost me 10 damage. And that put me on the back foot on pyre HP for the first 5 rings. I had, what was it, 12 HP left on Fel when I almost got blasted by curses. She was the scariest combat by far because I had to play top. There's no way around it. And even if I had played bottom, it wouldn't have helped, right? I had no sweep, so it would not have helped. I never saw Frostbite Shark. So having 10 HP more throughout this entire run and 50 gold less would have been a better trade. I should not have greeted for that collector. That was a mistake. I identified it as soon as I took the damage, and that was an absolute mistake. So 2 things we can learn from this run just based on those mistakes. And it goes to show that I'm not perfect. I make mistakes in the moment too, thinking about all the different options available to me. Some of it is because I'm talking and trying to be interactive and faster because I'm on camera, or you know what I mean. I'm not on camera, but I'm on video. And so okay. But some of it is just me not noticing or not thinking it all the way through. And yeah. Yeah, take your time. I think I've talked way too much on this run summary, more than usual. I think this was a very informative run, which are some of my favorites. And yeah, so there's a lot to learn here. There's mistakes I made that we can pick up from. And yeah, it was a really tough run, despite the fact that I had the Lodestone Totem. Lodestone Totem propped up Tethys and this whole botched incant run, and we got there. So rock on. And hey, thanks a lot for watching this. As always, I really appreciate your time sticking it out with me on this. Give the video a like or a dislike if you feel like it. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff, and stay tuned for what's next, folks. Take care.